Another sad tragedy in northern Nigeria. A good reason why you have to agree with me that we are dealing with criminals in northern and middle belt part of this country, not with ethnic groups. Unfortunate incident happened yesterday where 7 people were brutally killed in Plateau State. This time around, it is not Fulani. It is allegedly carried out by the locals on innocent travelers who are Hausas coming from Zaria. Let me read the exact text that I've seen on social media so we can have a clearer picture of what I'm talking about, and then we'll talk further on this particular incident. At least 7 passengers were brutally murdered following an attack on an 18-seater commercial bus by suspected youths of Mangun village in Mangu local government area of the state. Security forces told Zagazola Makama that the incident occurred on June 20th, 2025 at about 9:47 p.m. when the bus, which was coming from Zaria en route compound in Plateau State with 28 passengers, was intercepted and attacked. The group, mostly Hausas, were traveling to attend a wedding ceremony. But what began as a hopeful journey ended in an unspeakable tragedy. As the bus sneaked its way through the darkening plateau roads at around 9:47 p.m., it was suddenly ambushed. According to eyewitnesses, a group of irate youths from the community intercepted the vehicle near the outskirts of the town, and what followed was a scene of chaos and unimaginable violence. 7 of the passengers were killed on the spot, while their lives extinguished in a flash. One other traveler was left in critical condition, while 6 more suffered various degrees of injuries. The attackers went on to set the vehicle ablaze. Its charred remains now a grim symbol of senseless destruction. Among the haunting aftermath, local leaders, moved by a sense of urgency and moral duty, stepped in to rescue 14 passengers who were still unharmed. Their intervention may have prevented a larger scale massacre. Sources at the Plateau Police Command disclosed that tactical teams have been deployed to Mangun village and efforts are ongoing to apprehend the perpetrators of this heinous act. You see, as much as I know we need to look at the negative side to these situations and we need to be emotional about them, I also need us to critically look at this situation from a positive angle. Now, I can see that conflict merchants are doing their best to ensure that they bring so much confusion in our communities. This group of people can never rest because the more we are at loggerhead with each other, the more they succeed. They don't care. Now, there's something I read in the story that gave me hope, and it backed the fact that I said we are truly dealing with criminals. Because you see what happened here? If not for the intervention of leaders of this particular community where the attack took place, more damage would have been done on these travelers. According to the story, leaders within the community intervened and they saved several of these passengers. This is so unfortunate. Like you can imagine, after every effort that government is making, that people are making to make sure they bring peace into our communities, and certain people are out there ensuring that they fuel these conflicts. What do you think is going to be the repercussion of this kind of actions where innocent people are moving within communities and they are no longer safe? Do you think if you make your communities unsafe for people to pass, your own people can be safe when they are moving in other people's community? Now listen to me. I have said this before and I will continue to say it. Terrorist could be anybody. When we are talking about terrorism, I know many people would look at For example, in Nigeria, we say, oh, it is Fulani, or it is Boko Haram, or it is ISWAP because they are identified with Islam. But let's face reality. Is terrorism associated to a particular ethnic group or religion? No, it is not. A terrorist is anybody that their major focus is to instill fear in people. They just want you to be afraid because there's something they are out to achieve. And the only way they can achieve it or be successful in it is when they put fear in you. And at the end of the day, who suffers? Ordinary people. They have to frustrate the government and they cannot go to government directly. So who do they go to? They target innocent citizens. I mean, this situation is so painful that I just don't understand what can be done to bring sanity in our communities because it doesn't make sense to me. So, the more effort that is being made to ensure peace within our communities, the more certain people are making it difficult for everyone. All I am saying is, can we just learn to be human a little bit? Can we learn to adjust and understand that the person you are doing this to, you are doing this to someone's father, to someone's brother, to someone's family member, to a breadwinner. You are doing this to create hate in the hearts of the families of this particular person. You mercilessly took their lives. How would you feel if your family left you happily to go attend a wedding only to hear that they were intercepted and murdered in cold blood? How would you feel? Does that sound okay to you? I'm talking to you that always are the masterminds behind these ungodly activities. And you will call yourselves either Christians or Muslims. Who really are you serving? Like, which God are you serving or who are you deceiving? Please, we need to come to a point where we become sincere to ourselves. I don't know who are the people behind these wicked activities. I don't know. But I can sense that someone is trying hard to prove a point. And that point they are proving is by taking the lives of people at a particular spot where it looks like the people are the bad guys. Unfortunately for you that you are doing this, it has been proven that the community members are not the bad guys. The bad guys are the criminals who carried out these activities, and they may not even be from the community. And even if they are from the community, clearly these are people who have availed themselves to wicked conflict merchants, and they are using them greatly to carry out evil acts within their communities just so to bring more and more trouble into that community. Do you think you're going to be safe by taking the lives of innocent people without facing the consequences or the repercussions of your actions? Thank God for leaders of these communities. And I say God bless them for saving the lives of other passengers on this bus and for quickly taking these people to receive medical aid. Well, I pray for peace within our communities. I pray for peace in northern Nigeria. I pray for peace in the Middle Belt regions of Nigeria. And I pray for peace in Nigeria as a whole. Without peace, we can never move forward in this country. There are many places that are just enjoying this peace. And in northern Nigeria, we just keep going backwards. I mean, it's painful to always see that this is what we as a people we have to live with. Our children would have to grow believing that violence and conflict is all that we have to live with. It's unfortunate, but I know someday all this will become history.